red lights go on then. And when they go out, there's 15 minutes of racing, and they do now. Pretty even start from both of them on the front row. Just looking to see what progress Ben Powney and Danny Andrew can make. Ben Powney, not a lot so far, it would seem, for certain, from 7th on the grid, but it's 77 from the second row. The newcomer, Eddie Moore, that's going through into the lead of the race then. Well, what a turn up for the Bucks that is, Josh.
Yeah, we saw previous races, novice drivers perhaps their lack of experience struggle at the start. That wasn't the case for Eddie Moyer, who then leads. David Mason second, so the front row drivers have dropped back. But now the tow-in starts and everyone spreads out across the circuit then up towards Tower Bend, and it is Moyer who locks up massively, but he manages to get the car topped and turned into Tower okay. But yeah, Ben Powney's lost places here, hasn't he? Because he's behind David Jones, who started 12th on the grid. So not sure what's up there for Ben, but he's dropped back. But for third, it's side by side here almost. David Mason just about hangs on ahead there of Jonathan Lisseter, but at the start into Tower, must have been that Mason lost second to the poleman, Daniel Simmons, who's fought back into P2 at this point. There's Danny Andrew, he's gained positions, he's 7th.
Yeah, absolutely right. So we'll see what more progress Danny Andrew can make during the course of this race, but the newcomer, Eddie Moore, still holding on here ahead of the more experienced Daniel Sibbons in second place, and David Mason in third. Jonathan Lister has gone back from second to fourth position, and it's the 35 car through next of David Winter, another experienced name in Ma7da 7 racing, but he's under pressure for that position. I think he's lost the place too. It's number 7 Daniel Court, then it's Danny Andrews 7th, the next car through, and then Simon Court through in 8th position. So the leader's down towards Clervaux Corner for the second time. It's still Moore that's ahead. One going quite slowly past us at the end of the first lap in the commentary box. There's Powney, so he came across the line in 10th place. So that was 3 places lost on the opening lap, and there's 47, which is Lewis Penstone Smith, up to 14th on the opening lap of the race. But side by side for the lead there, it's Daniel Sibbons that's got his nose in front. He's on the outside line for Tower Corner, and he's lost it again. I think Moore's held on there through the right-hander at Tower. They're still side by side on the exit of the corner, it would seem to me, and yep, it is still the farmer from Grimsby, number 77, that's in the lead.
It's great stuff there to hang on, but Daniel Simmons is certainly putting the pressure on now, isn't he? The driver, he got pole position, another lock up there from Moyer. He's done that a few times. That's not going to do his tyres much good. The Yokohama's working harder than what they were really designed for there, locking up a few times on these first couple of laps, and he's defending hard. He's weaving across the circuit. Now is Eddie Moyer. It's battles on behind. 7 there. Daniel Court trying to regain a position, I think. He was 5th at the start of the lap, trying to get that place back from David Winter. And all this defending up front has allowed David Mason and Jonathan Lisseter to make it a quartet of Ma7da 7s at the front of the pack.
Over the line to complete the second lap in this race then. It's Moyer still leading, but Simmons right in his toe. He moves to the left-hand side of the circuit as they head down to Clervaux Corner this time, but Moyer's the equal of him and maintains the lead for the moment. But as you say, this is bringing the 2 green cars increasingly into contention. David Mason and Jonathan Lisseter, they do have a bit of a gap back though to David Winter, who is still in 5th place, or is he? No, he's lost out I think now to Daniel Court. Looks like he's gone through into 5th place now. David Winter's gone back down to 6th. Danny Andrew is 7th.
And for the lead, Daniel Simmons comes up the inside of Eddie Moore, who locks up. He's had 2 wheels on the grass, and he somehow gets the car through the corner. Not quite sure how he managed that, because he was locked up and on the grass. But he still leads, but under a lot of pressure here from Daniel Sibbons, who's trying to come through around the Jim Clark S's. Can't do it, so somehow Eddie Moore is still our race leader, Ian.
He's doing incredibly well, isn't he? He's not making it easy for himself either. As they turn now through Sunny, 4 cars pretty much together for the lead of the race. Turning their way through the second right-hander now, and it's the sprint back down to the complex, left, right, and then the left-handed hairpin to bring them towards the end of the lap. But it's still Moyer that's ahead. Through the right-hander now. Sibbons in 2nd, Mason in 3rd, 4th is still Lisseter. I'm just looking to see if Danny Andrews made up any further places. No, he's still in 7th. Ben Pownley's going to be 9th at the end of this lap by the looks, but he's got past Martin Shelton on this lap. But the top two from last year struggling to make the impression we thought they might do, Josh.
Yeah, that's right. So, like some of the other categories, everything really been mixed up at the beginning of this season. Fastest lap, by the way, has gone to Daniel Court in 5th place, so 1 minute 34.35. This is the first appearance to the Croft circuit for Ma7da, and it's raining there at Hawthorns, so it's going to be getting more slippery. Not sure if it's raining here just yet, but it certainly would at that part of the circuit. But 4 for the lead then, heading up towards Tower. This is where we see the race leader look up. Can he manage to get a smoother break into Tower this time? I think he can, so that'll help things out. Now Danny Andrew, he heard you, he hasn't gained any places lately. He goes up the inside to get into 6th ahead of David Winter.
He certainly does, and where's Ben Pownley in all of that? No, Ben Pownley's struggling. Ben Pownley's got a problem. He's going a bit more slow now in the background, so he's got a problem. But there is our racing still. The first and second cars have now pulled away from the third and fourth. One of them's locked up. It's probably Eddie Moore. It usually is, but he's still there in the lead of the race as they turn their way through Sunny. It's Daniel Sibbons, the 40-year-old wind turbine engineer from Lincoln, that's in second place. He started racing 15 years ago, did 6 races in low cost all those years ago, did a couple more in 2010 and then returned to Ma7da just a couple of years ago. In
the background, I think Danny Andrew got 5th into the complex there, ahead of Daniel Court, so he really is gaining positions on this lap, but he's got a bit of a gap to this lead in 4, which is still headed by Eddie Moyer, as it has done really since the start. But David Mason's got a good exit to the hairpin, and he draws alongside Daniel Sibbons. Sibbons trying to make use of the toe though to give him a bit more momentum up towards Clairvaux, and that's worked out for him, so he's held on there to 2nd. So it's as it was really between the top 4 all together.
Ben Pownley's going to be for the pit lane. I reckon he's coming through very slowly. So Ben Pownley with a problem is tumbling down the timing screen there, as you can see, but focusing on the leaders as they make their way down the back straight. There is Eddie Moore in second place, and now Daniel Sibbons under a bit of pressure from the number 43 car. David Mason in 3rd place, but Mason couldn't really make anything of that. Jonathan Lister in 4th, 41-year-old from Kingston, although he currently lives near Romford. Senior technical coordinator by occupation. Made his car racing debut only 3 years ago in 2019, but did lots of karting from the age of 13. He's in 4th place here at the moment, chasing after Mason. Moore locking up, wonder who that might be, but this time Eddie Moore's left the door open for the second part of Sunny for Daniel Sibbons to go through, and Sibbons has gone through. He's taken the opportunity. It was one too many lockups, I think, from Eddie Moyer, and he has dropped back down to 2nd position now. So now we can see what he kind of racer he is. Can he find a way back through here, or is he going to perhaps lose a little bit of confidence and sink back through the pack? But Sibbons now in a car originally, I think, built by his father, that leads the way. And
David Mason comes up the inside of Eddie Moyer. So yeah, he lost the lead. He might lose 2nd, but he's trying to go up the gears back alongside David Mason. You kind of wonder what state the front right tyre's in, don't you, after all of it locking up. There's a car to lap shortly too, but he actually hangs on to 2nd. So he stays on that inside line to keep himself ahead of David Mason. They now turn right through Hawthorn, and they're going to catch the Callum Barnes car through the chicane, I think, which is kind of awkward. There you go. So has that held Sibbons up? And is this going to give Eddie Moyer a chance to retake the lead up towards Tower, behind Litter to try to get alongside Mason? But yeah, it hasn't worked for Sibbons at all, that. And Eddie Moyer on the inside line takes the lead back into Tower, as long as he can get the car stopped and turned in, which I think he can. So not really any of Daniel Sibbons' fault there, how he lost the lead in, but the end story is he's got to get back through again.
And I think he's going to have a pretty good go at it, but more it is with 6 minutes to go that's back in the ascendancy for the moment. In fact, Sibbons rebuilt his dad's old low-cost after it was in storage for 10 years, and it was converted to Ma7da 7 spec by TSR.
Oh, something strange has happened there. There's no lock-up into Sunny, so Eddie Moyer's managed to work that out, and he gets through there okay, therefore. And then the rest come through. And Danny Andrews caught them, hasn't he? He was 4 seconds behind at the start of the lap, but perhaps with that bit of traffic's helped him a little bit, but he is making it 5 for the lead through the complex on this lap. With still a third of the race to go, and it continues to be Eddie Moyer up front. He was actually registered as 3rd across the line last time round.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes to go then. Moyer from Sibbons, from Mason, from Lister, and Andrew now is reeling them in. The gap from 4th to 5th was over 3 seconds at the end of the previous lap. but now it's less than a second, so that must have been a really good lap from Danny Andrew, and it was the best lap of the race at 1:33.94. So Danny Andrew, the reigning champion of Fancy, is going to make this 5 cars for the lead before the end.
That rain we saw at Hawthorne on that one lap was very short-lived, wasn't it? Didn't really affect anybody. This time Daniel Simmons is going for the lead. He lost the lead here a lap ago, and he's blasted into the lead down the straight towards Tower. So it's 56. Simmons that turns in front, and behind them Jonathan Lisseter also gains a place. He goes up to 3rd ahead of David Mason. So the action spot is Tower. So if we get to that last lap, I'm not sure if you want to lead out of the chicane because you might well be towed past. But nevertheless, it's currently Daniel Simmons back in front. Can he this time, without perhaps a bit of back marker traffic, be able to hang on?
1.8 litre Ma7da MX-5 engines in these Ma7da 7s. The low-cost chassis design mated with the Ma7da running gear. And it's Daniel Simmons leading then from Eddie Moyer. These two have done all the leading between them so far, but who knows, we could have 3rd, 4th, or even a 5th different leader before the end of the race, because it's now a 5-car lead battle. Danny Andrew is definitely with them now. Best of the rest is in 6th place, number 7, which is Daniel Court, and then just behind him you've got David Winter and Martin Shelton in the grey and pink car. And now he's going to lose another position is Eddie Moore, because Jonathan List is alongside him. And is he going to be ahead by the time they get down to Clervaux Corner? He's going to be on the outside line. Moyer's going to have the inside line still. He locks up into Clervaux Corner. Listeter seals the deal. He's through to 2nd place with probably only a couple of laps to go.
So top 4 in grid order now, which there's been plenty of happened since the start, though, to put them back into that order. So Simmons with a little bit of a gap over Lisetter. Then Moyer, then Mason, then Danny Andrews come through from a length on the grid to run in 5th. They turn in towards Tower Bend with still a pretty... left-hand side of the circuit. That's the outside. I don't think he can do it. Behind Danny Andrew, can't quite make a position up. So we've got 2 up front, then 3 for third on this last half a lap of the race. The battle for third is particularly going on, but yeah, not much between the top 2 either, Ian.
So, half a lap to go. Who is going to win this? It's up towards Sunny for the final time. Top 2 now pulling away. It's not going to be a victory on debut, I don't think, for Eddie Moyer, because he's now trying to defend from David Mason. They're 3rd and 4th as they come up and over the line, or up towards the complex. Heading down towards the right hand at the complex for the final time. It is the Daniel Sibbons car still in the lead of the race from Jonathan Lister in 2nd place. Last lap board is about to be replaced by the checkered flag now. And it's going to be Jonathan Lister that's going to try and get alongside on the run to the line. He's just not quite going to make it. So Sibbons it is that wins by a fraction of a second from Jonathan Lister in 2nd place. Eddie Moyer in 3rd position. 4th place goes to Danny Andrew. 5th to David Mason. And Daniel Cook gets 6th.
That was all pretty exciting stuff, wasn't it, Ian? Today's delivering pretty well for the race in front, isn't it? We've had lots of really exciting races. A bit like the Civic, a bit like the Clio. I think that was one of the best Ma7da races we've had.
Absolutely
as
right.
well. And yesterday, there was a bit of concern whether you could overtake very easily in these cars around here. Well, we saw plenty,
well, yeah.
plenty of that, didn't
That's
we?
blown that theory out of the water, hasn't it, I think? A very exciting race. A good comeback from Danny Andrew to get back up to 4th place in the end. Obviously, good result for him after starting on row 6 of the grid. Ben Powney, who started 7th, obviously he didn't make it to the end. He was a non-finisher, unfortunately, as we'll just look at the classified results. Victory going the way after 10 laps of racing to Daniel Sibbons. 15 minutes, 56.84 seconds is race time. 2nd was Jonathan Lister. In 3rd place, it was Eddie Moyer. So 56, 71 and 77. 4th to number 27, Danny Andrew. In 5th, number 43, David Mason. 6th was 35, David Winter. 7th to number 7, Daniel Court. 8th to number 50, David Jones. In 9th place, it was Martin Shelton, number 99. And rounding out the top 10 was Michael Jacobs in 188. Completing the finishes, Samira Bid was 11th, Lewis Penstone-Smith 12th, and in 13th position it was the number 88 car, that's Peter Wood. A lap down was Callum Barnes, and Simon Court joined Ben Powney as a non-finisher in that Yokohama Ma7da Championship race. So Josh, a good start to the season for the Ma7das, and I predict this could be a real wide open season after the way that one shaped up.
Absolutely. We had 5 cars in the battle, and there's no reason why there shouldn't be more, should there, with the likes of Ben Powney and perhaps some others. And obviously the surprise there was Eddie Moyer. I was told yesterday to watch out, they'd be quick, but yeah, again, it's another novice driver in his first ever car race to be right at the front. And except for some look-ups there, nothing else really looked like he was a novice. He was getting well involved. He defended for a long time up front until sort of the serious end of the... Yeah. He lost a couple of places, but as your first go, that was really impressive. A bit like when Mark Burton joined Locos, wasn't he? He was straight at the front immediately, and sort of seeing a similar sort of thing here. Absolutely,
from Massey Ferguson's to Ma7das for Eddie Moore there, who finished in 3rd on his debut. But it was Daniel Sibbons that took the victory, but only by 12/100ths of a second from Jonathan Lister, who did get the fastest lap on the last lap of the race as well. Still 3 races to come this afternoon here. Hot hatches, the BMW Car Club Racing Championship and the Tagiwa Type R Trophy as well. So we'll bring those to you between now and around about 6 o'clock. Drivers can see getting out of their cars in the pit lane after the end of the Yokohama Ma7da race. We'll hear from them very shortly indeed. And then, as I say, 3 more races to come for you during the course of this afternoon. So let's head downstairs, and it's going to be Chris Stevens. He's with race winner Daniel Sibbons.
Well, the first race for the Yokohama Ma7da goes to Daniel Sibbons, back to winning ways.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it was good.
It was a classic, Mazda 7's battle, exactly what we've come used to.
It was real hard work, yeah. I mean, I got into the lead and then I caught a back marker right on the chicane and lost it. And I thought that was it. That was my opportunity over. And then it was just battling to the end. And I saw Jonathan in my mirrors, and I know how good Jonathan is. And just all I could do is just drive as hard as I could. So that's what I did.
Were you biding your time at any point, picking your
I
moments?
didn't get a chance to. No, I was just going as fast as I could. So yeah, that was it really.
And can we expect the same kind of battles in race 2?
I'm starting third tomorrow, so it's going to be a bit harder. But yeah, I think it'll be the same sort of thing. I think there's 3 or 4 of us battling there for the win, so it'll be the same tomorrow. I think maybe even more.
All right, well, congratulations on the victory and good luck for race 2. Let's go and have a word with the man who finished second. Number 71, Jonathan Lister. That was not a bad race for you.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, was it? I'm just gutted I didn't win. I had such a great start, and initial get off of line was brilliant, and then I missed a gear, so that mucked it all up. So, but yeah, it was a great race. I had a great race with all these guys. Daniel had a lot of pace, and I couldn't really. I had a bit of a dive bomb down the end of the straight, but I couldn't hold him after that. But it's fantastic racing.
You two were able to kind of break away at the end there, so you weren't under as much pressure from Eddie behind.
That's right, yeah. Well, I was trying to keep it clean and try and get a run on him, but it's just racing, is it? If you've got a gap, you can have a go.
And do you think you've got a chance in race 2?
Oh, of course, yeah. So starting pole tomorrow, so yeah, we'll give it our all. Maybe a couple of tweaks to the car overnight, and we should have it.
All right, awesome. Well, it was great to watch. Congratulations, and good luck for tomorrow. Eddie Moyer, car racing debut. How was that?
Yeah, it was quite good fun actually. It was managed to get a good lead at the start, and then obviously these two caught me up a bit, and I kept looking in my mirrors and seeing Danny Andrews catch up, and I thought, oh no, he's coming, but no, it was quite good fun. Yeah.
We saw you looking up a bit. Is it safe to say you were struggling with the brakes there?
Yeah, I think we've probably got the pressure set a bit too much to the front, but I'm sure it's something we can't sort out for tomorrow.
And do you think that was the difference between a victory here?
Yeah, I think it's all a learning curve this weekend. I was hoping for a top 10 and I'd have come away with that happy, so to come away P3, I'm over the moon, and starting P2 tomorrow, it means there's plenty more chances as well.
All right, well, good luck with that. Congratulations, a great start to your car racing career. Next up, back to you, Ian. It is the PBS Brakes Hot Hatch Championship.